Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Unhuntables with my good friend and fellow coin tuber Grosey Coin Hunts.
Hello.
So we are returning to the 2p coins. We've been through all three denominations and we're back round to the start again. 2p coins, we are looking for 1972, 73, 74, 82, 83, 84, 2018, 19 and 20. 1999 annual BU proof set were copper circulation steel. So the non-magnetic ones, wasn't it? We're looking for in 1999.
So in other words, we could keep the 99s separate and then just kind of go through them after with a magnet. And if any of them are not magnetic, then that's technically NIFC. But yeah.
Yeah. 2008 Christopher Ironside's design was a low minted circulating year, and the 2017 Shield is another low circulated year. So that's what we're after. Hopefully we'll have found a whole bunch, and I'll continue my clean sheet, absolutely destroying Grosey at these coin hunts. Do you think, Grosey? I think I've lost him. I think I lost him then.
No, not going to happen. I'm going to... Yeah, you've had your fun. Now it's my turn to find all the coins.
I see. So, last week I set you some homework. So, I said we've got to find a coin with a wow factor. Ideally one that the other person hasn't seen. So I'm going to send mine over to you now. And I'll pop up a picture of it on my video so Grosey can have a look at it. Let me
just have a little look.
I think this is a really stunning coin. It's one I almost bought. If it had been easier to do, I would have bought this coin. I love the colour. I love the design. The whole concept of alien life. And it's just a very, very cool coin.
25 euro from Austria. That's cool.
Yeah. I just like the colour in it. It's a beautiful.
Purple is your thing, I suppose, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Purple theme, and it's got the space theme from Star Wars and,
and exactly
all that. Was it so 25 euros?
Again, it's part of a really cool series as well, of a whole bunch of very beautiful looking coins, and I was very close to biting the bullet and buying some, but they're rather expensive.
Yeah,
you don't get them brand new from the mint.
Now, yeah, the one I found, I think it is a coin. I found it on New Mister. I was just searching through coins, and it just immediately jumped out at me. Let me post it. It's from Mongolia, and it just really jumped out at me. It's a gold coin. The shape of it, I've never seen a coin like that before.
Yeah, an ammonite.
Yeah, so it's like a shell kind of thing, and obviously it's gold. 1,000 Togrog.
How is it only a £17 bullion? Is it like microscopic?
Yeah, well, it only weighs half a gram.
Oh.
So it's probably even smaller than, like, you can get those 1 gram gold bars, the one that I bought at the mint a little while ago. Yeah, it's literally half the weight of that. So it's literally like it's nothing basically.
Very cool.
I thought that was fun.
I think we've both done very well on that one, and I'm sure we'll have to leave it to the comments to decide which is the most impressive, which is the most wow factor coin. But I think we've both done very well on that.
Definitely.
Yeah. Second bit of homework was a prediction. There were some great predictions in the comment section of that video as well. A coin that we think is going to be minted in 2023, barring a continuation of coin sets that we already know are happening, barring coins that have already been announced that we know are going to come out. So you can't say the Snowman, you can't say the next Royal Monarch coin, because we know they are going to come out. Do you want to go first, or shall I go first?
You went first last time. Shall I go first this time? So what what I would say is I've not actually read through the comments on the previous video very much to see what other people have put. So yeah, if I say something that someone else has put already, then I haven't copied it. But it might work. But similar to how we've had like the Captain Cook, I think it was, and various different explorers and things. Next year is the 250th anniversary of James Cook, I think it is, the British explorer, sailing south of the South Antarctic Circle, which I thought was quite cool. It potentially could be a coin that would be better suited for, say, to be issued by the British Antarctic Territory. But on the other hand, I know that there's been a theme recently with sort of explorers and things like that, so I thought that was quite cool. And 250 is quite a good anniversary to celebrate, to commemorate.
Yeah.
So that's what I said.
I'm sure the Captain Cook, the 3-part £2 coin series was a 250th anniversary, if memory serves.
Is James Cook Captain Cook? Is it the same person?
Yeah, they discovered Australia.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Although there were people living there already. Although, because I'm sure it's a case he wasn't trying to discover Australia. He was trying to discover the South Pole, and that was called Australia. They knew it'd be there, but they ended up calling it Australia because that's what he bumped into first. I think so.
I see. I mean, it might not be possible if they've already done I didn't know that James Cook was Captain Cook. I mean, to be fair, it makes sense now you say it, but
I guess
if we've already had one of those. But
it'll all depend how popular that coin set was. If it wasn't very popular, then maybe it won't happen. But
definitely.
Cool idea. So my theory is what I predicted already, because I think it's a no-brainer. It's going to happen. It's Wallace and Gromit: The Wrong Trousers, because obviously Wallace and Gromit had its anniversary 2019, 18, 19.
No, 2019, I think. Yeah.
That was the anniversary of the Grand Day Out, the 40th anniversary of it, and I think for the 40th anniversary of The Wrong Trousers, it's got to happen again, hasn't it?
This is the part I pretend I've ever watched Wallace and Gromit.
You've never watched Wallace and Gromit? Holy Toledo, Grosey.
No. I mean, what did you expect?
I mean, but it's a kids' film. That's your ballpark,
I know,
isn't it?
but anyway, don't worry. Off you go. Have your fun in the comments, everyone.
There we go. Unbelievable. Okay, well, I think we've done pretty well then in the homework we've done. So then, topics that I wanted to cover. BBC 50p coin is out. I personally, I love it. I think it's a really cool design. I love the fact that it's a design that doesn't immediately tell you what it is. That's something, if it was in circulation, you'd glance at it, you go, oh, what's that? And have a look at it. And maybe you would have to Google and find out a bit more about what the coin is. And that's how people get hooked into coin collecting. So I'm a big fan of the BBC 50p.
To be honest, I'm just pleased it just didn't say like BBC, and that was the whole design.
And there's little square boxes underlined.
Yeah. Could you imagine? No, I think potentially one could have the opinion that it's maybe a bit too busy, but because we were having a little look at it, it took us a little while to figure out. So you've got the globe on there. Part of the globe is just a normal sort of smooth texture, if you like, but then part of it is like a bit like on the slave trade £2. You've got the textured kind of part, and we only realised that it's the part that's the other side of the world is the kind of textured finish. But I don't know. I feel like I definitely liked the design. I think it's one of the better ones we've had of recently. Yeah. But I do think potentially it's slightly too busy. But what do I know?
The Isaac Newton 50p is a busy design, but I still love that coin.
Definitely.
I think it's one of the best. Well, I
That's
think it is
true.
the best 50p. So I think there's busy good and there's busy bad. Benjamin Britten is busy bad. Isaac Newton is busy good. That's my scale. That's my scale. And it's much closer to the Isaac Newton than it is Benjamin Britten in my mind. No, I'm glad that we've got a coin come out that we're both happy with. 2023 sovereigns, not something I have bought many of in the past, if any. Other than my 50,000 subscribers, I bought a half sovereign for myself and some for giveaways. But this is potentially what I'm tempted by. The first sovereign of King Charles III. Does that not tempt you as well?
It's still way above my league when it comes to the coins, but I can certainly get behind the motives that you're presenting.
The only downside, if it ends up insanely high minted.
Yeah, I mean the trouble is, again, it comes down to what are you buying it for. If you're buying it just to have that part of history, then it's obviously a no-brainer if you obviously buy sovereigns and things. But potentially as an investment, and again, this is not advice, don't take it as advice, it's merely just my opinion, that it's probably going to be the case that it's quite an obvious investment, and obvious investments tend not to do so well, I would say, because everyone will have the same idea. Oh, this is the first Charles coin. It's going to be valuable in 50 years, but the trouble is everyone will have the same idea, so everyone's going to have one. So it's half of what's the saying? 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah, I think the only other
but,
thing
yeah.
to bear in mind is the international appeal of it as well. The sovereign is
That's true.
one of the world's most iconic and recognisable coins. If there's a change in the monarch on it, is that going to tempt people abroad to buy? Especially with the pound doing as well as it is at the moment, because
Yes.
I'd be glad we didn't contact the Chancellor of the Exchequer. I think we're going to hold our breath on
Yes. We'll
mass
come on to
contacting the Chancellor.
Yes.
The Queen on the obverse of the latest British Monarch series. It's Edward VII was the last coin for this year in it. I thought it was going to be a 2023 dated coin, so I was expecting that to have King Charles on it, but it's a 2022 coin with the Queen on it. So that's
yeah,
quite cool.
I think I had that mentioned on my thing to say as well, but I might as well touch on it here as well. That I think again, I think my opinion is that having 2023 on the coins when they're minted in 2022 is not for me. I think that it should just have 2022. For me, it's a marketing strategy. Get behind the hype of, have the first 2023 coins. But I feel like it's because it was actually minted in 2022. That's why it still has the Queen on.
Yeah.
Is my thought process behind that. But yeah, I think, it's one of those things. I think that having the year in advance is not for me personally, but that's a matter of opinion, I suppose.
So where do you land on the British Monarch series? Obviously, there's been a year or two of them coming out. It's just this year it started, wasn't it? Yeah, a year of them coming out. Is it anything that's interested you in the series?
It would interest me if it was more accessible to the lower end of coin collecting. When it's the silver stuff, and it's not that expensive, but it's certainly when you're talking about the silver amounts of 1 ounce, 2 ounce, whatever amounts of silver or gold, obviously they are. It just becomes a bit too expensive for me personally. I think the idea of the series is a very good idea. I think certainly a lot of people have had a lot of what you might say joy out of collecting them and buying them, especially from the ones that I've seen that have been sent off to be graded. I think it's a good series, but again, just slightly above it for me. But if they were on a £5 set, then absolutely I would have bought every one.
I see.
But,
I must admit, it's the early ones that are the hammered versions, the hammered coins that they've created onto these modern coins. I think are absolutely beautiful. But it wasn't a series I bought into, and I kind of regret it now. But then seeing this one doesn't do an awful lot for me. There are plenty of coins with Edward VII on you can get your hands on, whereas some of these other historical kings and queens, especially some ones coming in the future as well.
The trouble is when you start, regardless of if they do anything for you, you just have to buy them anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
That's the slippery slope.
my rule at the start was if there's no bunk, I'm not buying the silver, and that got out the window with various other coins that I have bought. So yeah. But it's an interesting coin. I quite like it. But again, I'd like the hammered versions earlier in the series more. My last one is a little bit of a theory here. Toning on coins. No one likes their coins toning. No one likes their coins toning very quickly after a purchase. So the other day I was making a video for the Britannia Coin Company, was using some of my coins for the purpose of the video, and one of the coins, I can't remember which one it was now, which had a bit of toning on, I noticed the capsule wasn't screwed all the way shut. And I've noticed this with a few coins coming from the Royal Mint, where the capsules are slightly unscrewed on the silver proofs. So I have a weird theory. Potentially, we just need to tighten the capsules to stop toning, maybe?
Yeah, I think there's only one way to find out. To buy a couple of silver-proof coins, leave some with the slightly unscrewed and screw the others on and see in 2 years which one's toned the most. But I mean, to be fair, it won't take very long. It's something to rule something out. You might as well just open it and tighten it up, and then no harm done if it's not that.
I was thinking more that you could look at the coins that you have that have toned and check to see.
Oh, that's a good idea.
If they are loose, and if the ones that are toned are loose, then
I don't have very many silver proofs. I think I've only got maybe 6 or 7 or maybe 8.
But I know you've had a toned one, so perhaps,
definitely.
Perhaps in the break between hopping over to your channel, you can check and we can update the viewers for your half of the video whether my theory has any legs.
No, but I'll definitely have a look at that. All the reason to go and check out my video after you've watched this one.
Definitely, because as usual, the video will be split in 2 parts. My hunt on my channel with this audio, this podcasty bit, and then Grosey's hunt with the second half carrying on from where we left off. But no, there we go. So you fancy doing another Wow Factor coin for the next time in a fortnight? Let's
do it. Yeah. I'll tell you what you could also do. I don't know if you can do YouTube polls on the comments, but we should have somehow a way of voting to let the people decide who chose the best coin.
I will leave you to figure that out.
Maybe we could do a straw poll or something like that.
Yeah.
That you could pin as the comment. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
I think the title should be "Who wins, Christopher or Grosey?"
Well, specifically for the wow factor coin. But I thought about this actually at the start. The trouble is, even if I win all 3 videos now, I only draw. It's a draw. So devastated.
Because we agreed to do 6 of these to start with and see how it goes on. So we will continue our conversations and deliberations as to after the next 2 videos whether we're going to carry this on or not. I'm enjoying myself. I'm quite enjoying going through these weird denominations, even if the 5p's are a bit of a bore and a bit fiddly, but it's going well.
Do you know, having to do those again next week or 2 weeks time. It's not what you want to be doing.
No, but then again, if you get as lucky as I have with them, and you get some good finds, it will be worth it, Grossy.
Anyway, if you've enjoyed,
links in the description to the second half of this video on Grosey's channel. There'll be an end screen as long as you're not watching immediately, because I need Grosey's videos to go live before I the end screen link.
If you're one that skips ahead straight away, then it won't be there for the first couple of minutes.
Exactly. So we will get back to my coins now. Okay then, in terms of our finds, that was 43 from the year 2000. Not what we're looking for in this video with myself versus Grosey. That's just for my world record. 2017 shields. Loads of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 2017 shields. Grosey says they are low minted and worth keeping, so okay. Similar, the 2008 Ironside design. It's got the symbol of the Prince of Wales. 3 of those. 3 territories. That's 2 from Jersey. This one is, what's that, 98. This one is 2008. And this one's from Guernsey. Little cow on it, 1990. Very cool. An Irish one. I'm not quite sure where we land on foreign coins, what the ranking. Obviously an NIFC outstrips a territory. Territories outstrip key dates. The 1999 ones, some of them are non-magnetic. They're in the annual sets. That's an NIFC, but all the ones I found were magnetic. And I think that's about all we found. So hopefully I've kept my clean sheet. We'll beat Grosey for the 4th installment in a row, but you'll have to go over to his channel and check out his half of the video. Links will be in the description of my video and also on the end screen, assuming you're not watching the moment this video goes up. But let me know in the comments what you thought of my finds versus Grosey finds and who won. Let me know what your favourite coin was, and there is also links to my Discord, social media, and the Britannia Coin Company who I work for, so please do check the videos out there. All it leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye!